You already know what time it is. Uh, uh, Welcome to the show where the real stay spinning. Popcorn ready, yeah, the Cowboys stay winning. From the opening scene to the end credit roll, every frame get love, every story gets told. I'm talking movie reviews, no rush, no hype. If it's fire, we'll say it. If not, we precise. From blockbusters big to the films you miss. If it hit different, yeah, we taking a risk. This that real time. We have Frankie. Take a seat. Front row vision, yeah, we break it down.
Hey everybody, this is Real Time with Frankie. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who watched my last episode already. Thank you so much. I plan on being consistent. I plan on keeping this going. I plan on this being my thing, So thank you for those who have already listened. If you haven't, please go back and listen to the last one. I'm just reintroducing myself with this new show, Real Time with Frankie. Okay? This episode, I wanted to start off with a couple of movie trailer watches, okay? And the first trailer that we're going to watch is Michael.
You're confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Do you know what I'm after?
You want to be the biggest star in the world?
We need to capitalize on Michael's success. Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola. And we need to start selling. So I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
I love my family. I just want to do my own thing. Just have all these ideas in my head. Just gotta get them out.
Then do it, Michael. Not a little boy anymore.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Michael, I knew you were different the moment you were born. You have a very special life.
And mother always told me, be careful who you love.
I believe music can change the world.
When the love becomes the truth. The bitter cheese, not my love.
Spread love,
The bitter cheese,
joy,
not my love.
and peace.
Yeah.
That is what I want the world to feel. Magic.
So, what I like about this trailer so far, first of all, it's just the Michael Jackson story, right? It's going to be a retelling of a story. If anybody has seen The American Dream, the story of the Jackson 5, it is a story, but that involves the entire family. This looks like it's going to be more centered and more focused on Michael Jackson's solo career. And I love it, how it looks already. It's got a ridiculous cast already involved. Coleman Domingo, Nia Long, Miles Teller. It's got Lorenz Tate and so many other people, including Jafar Jackson, one of his nephews, who is playing Michael. And I think that he just looks so spot on like young Michael. And I'm really, really excited. The only thing I am actually wary of with this movie, Michael, is in the trailer, you saw that it said that the people who made Bohemian Rhapsody are also involved in this. That is the only thing I'm wary of. Because Bohemian Rhapsody, it is another biopic of the musical group Queen, right? Phenomenal movie. The movie was so good. But shortly after the movie came out, it was quickly realized that a lot of things in that telling of the story of Queen was made up in order to make it work. In order to make certain things that happen in real life work, they made up things and made up characters. In the movie Queen, there's this guy he's a radio executive, and he doesn't exist. He's nowhere in the history of music at all. He was just created to represent the radio industry at the time and stuff like that. They were also involved in the most recent Whitney Houston movie, and they were also, discovered to make things up in that film as well. Now with Michael, because they're involved, I'm certain, just their history, right? It foreshadows that events might not actually have happened the way the movie is trying to portray them. So, just saying, if somebody who was not involved with the making of the movie is in the movie and didn't like the way they're portrayed, somebody's going to call it out. All right? That didn't happen. This didn't happen, blah, 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 blah. You heard it here first on Real Time with Frankie. All right? So, but I'm excited about the Michael Jackson movie. Can't wait. I'm definitely going to be watching that one in theaters. Okay? Trailer number 2. Technically, this is not officially out yet, but the internet is going crazy over it already. The next one we're going to watch is Scary Movie 6.
My God, he stabbed her! Oh, not her! My pronouns are they, them. Stab, stab!
Be back.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Hello, Tuesday.
I have been preparing for this for years. Hello, Mother. You look like shit.
Should we hug?
I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay. Oh.
Hey there. We heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
Stop smiling!
Come on, bitch, run!
Mom, Santa gave me a $7.
Be sure to thank him.
What the fuck?
What would Halloween be without Jamie Lee Curtis? Or Scream be without Nev Campbell? That would be Scream 6.
Now, with Scary Movie 6, I'm very excited about this one also. In this leaked trailer or teaser that came out, the opening line in the teaser is, a joke on today's culture surrounding pronouns and whatnot. Absolutely hit immediately. It was just so funny. It was so funny already. So, at the end of the trailer, they say that every line will be crossed. And just on that opening line of the teaser, I absolutely believe it. I'm very glad to see that they got some. I read that the original writers of the first 2 Scary Movies, everyone was involved, right? Because if you know the history of the Scary Movie franchise, 1 and 2 were absolutely phenomenal. 3, it fell off, and then 4 and 5, people stole the IP from the Wayans family and thought they could do it on their own, and history has shown that that wasn't the case. So I understand that everybody from the original 2, from the first 2, are involved in the making of Scary Movie 6, and I'm very happy to see that. Happy to see Shawn Wayans back on screen, right? He hasn't been out in a very long time. I understand he was touring with the family when they were touring, but as far as being on screen and acting, hasn't been there. Very happy to see Shawn Wayans back. Absolutely hilarious in all of the other scary movies. But they got a lot of the original cast as well. Anna Faris, Regina Hall, Chris Elliott is coming back. Chris Elliott was the guy from Scary Movie 2 with the Take My Strong Hand, and then my germs, Oh, it was so Chris Elliott is back. John Abrahams is back as well. A lot of the original cast, and then they got some newcomers also. Damon Wayans Jr. is going to be on screen. Kim Wayans is going to be on screen as well. I'm very excited to see what the movie is going to bring. This is what my real hope for Scary Movie 6 does. I hope that it is a genuinely funny film, right? Because anything can be made fun of. Anything can be made fun of. If it's done the right way, everybody will laugh. Okay? So I hope that it is a truly and genuinely hilarious film. And this is my second hope. I hope it inspires Jamie Foxx to release a movie that he has filmed and is stored in his vault called All-Star Weekend. Okay? If anybody doesn't know about All-Star Weekend, Jamie Foxx has been promoting this movie for a number of years, but put it on the shelf because cancel culture became a thing. So he says that Jamie Foxx says that his movie is supposed to be incredibly funny and incredibly offensive at the same time. I hope the Scary Movie breaks those barriers and inspires Jamie Foxx to release All-Star Weekend. If that happens, you heard that one here first also on Real Time with Frankie. All right. What I want to do next is give you guys some insight on some of the things I want to be doing on TikTok. Right? On TikTok, I want to be going out with into the public and interacting with people. Me and my partner Herb, we did this in the past and had really, really great response. So I want to do the same thing, hopefully get the same response, right? But I want to go out there and I want to interview you. I want to talk about your favorite movie. I want to talk about some of the things you are interested in when you go to the theater, stuff like that. And I plan on doing that at AMC Aventura. I'm going to make time on Saturdays to be out there. If anybody cares to, let their voice be heard, let their opinion be heard on how they feel about movies, you'll be able to find me on Saturdays on the third floor at Aventura Mall, Aventura, Florida. Okay? I want to talk to you guys. If you're interested in that, come out and talk to me as well. All right? I really want to get people involved. I want to make sure that I'm already having fun. I want to make sure that the people who are watching are having fun also. All right? So I wanted to invite people to join me at Aventura on Saturdays. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to try to talk and interact with the crowd. Okay? Next thing, I want to introduce to you guys something new that I want to do. It's going to be called Director's Notes. This is going to be a serious take on an opinion of mine of something that's going on in Hollywood. All right. With that being said, here is the first segment of Director's Notes. Now, on this podcast, I want to do something differently than everyone else. Okay. What I will not be doing is promoting Marvel content, right? Talk about it, whatever, right? But for these reasons, I just want to let people know why I'm no longer promoting Marvel Studios on my show, okay? One is going to be the endless tease and the abandoned payoffs, right? Let's start with what used to make Marvel exciting. Connectivity. Back in the early days, especially around Iron Man, the end credit scenes felt revolutionary. They weren't just gimmicks, they were promises. Nick Fury showing up wasn't a random cameo. It meant something. It built anticipation. It rewarded fans who paid attention. But somewhere along the way, the post-credit scene stopped being a promise and started being a placeholder. How many threads have been introduced and then quietly ignored? Okay, the 10 Rings were teased for a long time before they were meaningfully addressed. All right, if you go back to The Incredible Hulk, also released in 2008, the leader was set up in the end credit scene, and then for over 10 years was only recently revealed in Captain America: Brave New World. Okay, the multiverse is a concept that's been introduced in multiple directions with no cohesive payoffs. Eternals hinted at a massive cosmic implications, celestial beings emerging from the earth, and then silence. It's not just delays, it's narrative abandonment. When you build a cinematic universe, continuity is currency. Fans invest emotionally because they believe in what they're watching matters long term. But when teases don't pay off, that trust erodes. Instead of anticipation, viewers feel manipulated. A post-credit scene should build excitement, not suspicion. Right now, it feels like Marvel plants seeds without checking if they have time to care or strategic commitment to let them grow. That's not world building, that's overexpansion. And when fans start asking, is this actually going anywhere? That's when engagement turns into fatigue. Next, reason number 2, the 18-month gap problem and the streaming burnout. Okay. The second issue that I have with Marvel is the rhythm of their television content, especially in today's streaming era. With the shift towards Disney Plus, Marvel series has become essential viewing. They weren't side stories, they were canon, right? A part of the official MCU storyline. You had to watch them in order to keep up with the films. But here's the issue. The gaps between seasons or follow-ups are massive, sometimes 12 to 18 months or more between meaningful continuations. In a streaming world, momentum is everything. When a show like Loki or WandaVision ends, fans are left speculating. That's good. Speculation builds hype. But when the payoff is nearly 2 years away, speculation turns into detachment. By the time the next installment arrives, many viewers have either forgotten key details, moved on to other shows and franchises, or lost their emotional investment. And during that gap, the only way to stay connected is to rewatch older content. And that might work once or twice, but not over and over the course of 1 or 2 years while you're waiting for the next season to come out. Streaming conditioned audiences to expect steady pacing. And if you're building an interconnected universe, you can't afford narrative droughts. Instead of feeling like a living, breathing universe, it begins to feel like episodic and scattered. The MCU used to feel like it was always progressing. Now it feels stale and then rushes into something and then it turns stale again. That inconsistency weakens loyalty. Everybody's been complaining about this one. This is my third reason. And everyone's been complaining about this one. The drop in production and story quality. Okay? This one may be controversial, but it needs to be said. The early Marvel films felt deliberate. They felt crafted. Even when they were formulaic, they had strong character arcs, tight pacing, and clear thematic direction. Recently, the quality has just become inconsistent. Some projects shine, others feel rushed, visually and narratively. There have been noticeable CGI issues, overloaded third acts, villains introduced and then just discarded, tonal confusion between comedy and drama. It's not that Marvel can't still deliver excellence. They absolutely can. The issue is that it's no longer the standard. It's the exception. When output increases, quality control becomes harder. That's just reality. But audiences notice when a project feels unfinished or overstuffed. The original phases had a sense of build, a destination, a clear narrative spine leading to major payoffs like Infinity War and Endgame. Now the direction is fragmented and all over the place. Is it multiverse chaos? Is it street level storytelling? Is it cosmic expansion? Right? Is it legacy characters getting ready to have the torch passed to them? All these things happening at the same time, right? It seems like all of the above, but without the same disciplined cohesiveness. And when fans start debating whether something is good for Marvel instead of simply good, it's a red flag. All of that leads to my last point. Marvel has become too big to fail. Okay? Anyone who was there in 2008 when Iron Man kicked off this MCU is probably still invested. The loyalty is absolutely real. It's like we grew up with these characters. But now Marvel is under the umbrella of the Walt Disney Company and one of the largest entertainment corporations in the world. They are too big to fail, which means that the traditional hype circle doesn't function the same way. They don't need trailers to go viral anymore because they will. They don't need promotional tours to let people know the movie is coming out. It's going to happen. They don't need organic excitement because it's built into what Marvel has become today. When something becomes this massive, scarcity disappears. And there was a time when Marvel releases felt like it was an event. Okay? Now, it's just something that happens. And if it's inevitable, it kills people's sense of urgency to go see it. When every project is marked as essential, nothing feels essential. On top of that, there's a clear pivot towards younger audiences and broader demographics, which is fine in theory. Growth in several directions is natural. But when that pivot feels driven by expansion rather than storytelling, longtime fans feel sidelined. It starts to feel like a studio passionately crafting narratives, or it starts to feel less like a studio passionately crafting narratives and more like a content engine maximizing intellectual properties. And that's when people start using words like money grab. Whether that's fully fair or not, perception matters. And if fans truly believe that the passion has been replaced by profitability, then trust just disappears. Here's my last thought about this whole thing. I want you all to know I'm not anti-Marvel. I'm anti-complacency. Right? When a studio sets a gold standard for cinematic storytelling, it's fair for fans to expect that that standard continues. But right now, between abandoned teases, long content gaps, uneven quality, corporate scale inevitability, the magic just feels diluted. Okay? And until that changes, I don't feel compelled to promote it here on Real Time with Frankie. Okay? Because on Real Time with Frankie, I'm talking about movies with intention, not obligation. That is Real Time with Frankie. Thank y'all for watching, everybody.
This that real time. We have Frankie. Take a seat. Front row vision. Yeah, we wang it down. Me from the trailers to the stars to the buzz in the